Okay, so now moving on to post-traumatic stress disorder, or more commonly known as PTSD. So this is when you have intense and disturbing thoughts or feelings that follow an experience of trauma. So trauma is often things like combat, war veterans experience PTSD, but also can be things like accidents, car accidents, for instance, or experiencing assault, physical, sexual, things like that. So different symptoms of PTSD include things like hypervigilance, so being extra aware of your surroundings, just thinking that whatever trauma you experienced might happen again and being really alert and on edge. You might also tend to avoid whatever stimuli are associated with that trauma. So if you, for instance, got in a car accident, you might avoid driving your car for a while, or if there's a particular person involved, you might really avoid that person. There's also intense flashbacks. So thinking back, whether it's some sort of cue or something that stimulus that comes up that makes you remember, but just flashing back in your mind and basically like replaying in your brain the accident or trauma that happened can be very, very emotional and terrifying. Similarly, having dreams about the traumatic event. So pretending you're back there and needing to deal with it, and waking up and, in a sweat, not knowing what to do. And then lastly, just feeling really detached and estranged from other people. This is something that veterans often feel, unfortunately, feeling like I've experienced this traumatic event and other people it's harder to relate to other people who have not experienced this traumatic event. So feeling like people don't understand you, kind of detaching is a common symptom as well. And it is also pretty prevalent. It affects about 3 to 4% of the adult population in the US. And it's higher in US war veterans. So coming back from war, it occurs in up to a third of war veterans. Now, here is an interview that I'm going to show you with a veteran who has PTSD and about their experiences. So you get a look at what this looks like in practice.